this is Rachel from Wargamer Online, and we're going to take a quick look at the Dread Saurian that Patrick donated for my Seraphon army. So I'm here with Sam.
Hello.
And we're going to go through it and have a gander.
Yeah, so first of all we've got the instructions. Now they're from Forgeworld, so not completely detailed as we expect, but the actual model itself is incredible and it's huge. So we're going to take a look at the size of it next to some of Rachel's other Seraphon units, which we still need to finish painting.
Yeah, Mike was scared about the Carnosaur running down the battlefield. I think he's going to be pretty terrified with this.
Yeah, so what have we got here? Which one is this, Rachel?
I think this is a Troglodon.
Troglodon. So this hasn't actually been in your army yet.
No, I haven't used this one yet.
But Phil's done the base coats and there's a wash on there. So we'll have a look now at the actual size of the Dread Saurian next to it.
He's a big fella.
So he's absolutely massive. This is the torso or the chest of the actual model. And I thought the Troglodon was big, or the Carnosaur was big. This thing is absolutely massive. Scale detail, there's loads on there. There's tons of horns on there. They're not very thin resin either, so they're quite thick. I don't think they're going to break anytime soon, unless you drop them like you do every single game.
Nah.
Are you going to be careful with this one?
I'm going to be very careful with this one.
Okay, so we'll set that down a little bit. And we'll also put another model next to it as well. Let's move the Troglodon out of the way and we'll take a look at the... What's this one now?
The Bastillodon.
Okay, so this still hasn't been on the channel either.
Yeah, it has.
No, it hasn't. You've got two. This is the second one with snakes on it.
Oh, okay. Looks the same as the other one.
Okay, all dinosaurs look the same to you anyway. So this thing's huge, but this is the head now. Absolutely massive compared... next to the Bastillodon, look at the size of it.
He is a big boy, isn't he?
And the detail that's on there as well, so he's got nice scars down his eyes. I don't know how this mouth is supposed to go together, but look at the detail on that. Tiny little eye.
On those scars.
He's got all this armour around his snout. I was going to say nozzle then. He's got armour around his snout, and he looks like he'd eat that in probably 2 bites, maybe 3. Although it might be a bit tough because of that Bastillodon carapace or armour, whatever it is that he's wearing. But what do you think?
Oh, he is amazing.
The detail as well, look at the inside of this.
Yeah, look at those big teeth.
Yeah, he's got quite a lot. And the actual detail on the inside of his mouth as well, all of those different ribs and parts that you can just put a base colour on this and wash it. Not that we're going to do that. And we're not going to dip this either, which is your...
Are we not?
No, that's how
okay.
you would paint it. We're not going to paint something as big as this and as expensive as this with a simple dipping paint job, because that would just be horrendous.
I appreciate the effort that they've gone to in terms of like the inside of the mouth and the detail there, but you're really going to see that?
Yeah, it's huge. This is the tongue as well, look.
Oh, wow.
Look at all the texture on it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
There's a bunch of extra spikes that look like they go on the outside of here as well, and they've got all like the Aztec style armour on them.
Yeah, I was going to say he's got armour on the spikes.
Yeah, and then he's got the normal sort of Seraphon or Lizardman canopy seat. Yeah. I was a little bit disappointed with this because these spikes, some of these are still sticky, and this hasn't been made like last week. It's been sitting in Forgeworld's factory for a while, so I'm a bit disappointed that some of these spikes are sticky, and we've also got a slipped mould as well. So this happened to the Forgeworld models of yours, the 2 Dreadnought, the Contemptors. They had slipped castings on them, so you got lines all the way down the legs, and it's quite difficult to fix to make it look proper in some places, especially on the Contemptors. They had the curved armour. On this one it's not too bad, but you can see here, look at the line that goes straight down this. So you're going to have to carve this out properly and make sure that it's in line with the rest of the kit.
Who's going to have to carve it out? Sorry?
Me. Okay, I'll have to do it. But it's just a shame that the size and the price of this model, and you're still getting that sort of those mistakes on there, and the fact that the resin hasn't even fully cured yet, so it's sticky. I don't even know if the primer is going to stick to that, so we'll have to give it a go and see what happens. Otherwise we'll have to contact Forgeworld, and I don't even know if we've got the receipt for it. Although it would have been, I think we ordered it online, or Dave picked it up for us.
Yeah, I won't worry about that. To be honest, with how big it is, I don't think we're going to notice if there's a tiny...
I will notice. Anyway, look at these back legs. Again, covered in scales, covered in spikes. Huge.
He's massive.
Their leg's probably the size of Croak, and it's a big chunk.
It is as well.
It's a big chunk of resin. We will have to pin all of these parts onto the model as well, so we'll get this washed and cleaned, ready to be built, and then we'll have to pin it and get it all together before we start painting it. And I think we'll take it around to Phil's to get it airbrushed.
You are using the royal we, right?
We, as in me and Phil. Phil's airbrush skills and my normal dry brushing and washing. This is the tail, and this is so big it's had to be in 2 parts as well.
That's just incredible.
Needs to be pinned again, but it's got a nice little indent for it to go together. I mean, look at the size of that.
It's just the detail as well. It's just incredible.
It's a big kit covered in detail.
I can't wait to have him just running down the field, especially next to all my other little lizards.
And with the new Seraphon rules, you can teleport through space and time.
I can!
So you can pick up this Dread Saurian and drop it right next to the enemy in charge.
Oh, they're going to poo their pants.
Yeah, well, you mean me.
Yeah, you can build it for me and then you can fight against it.
Okay, that's fine. You've still got all of this, like the Croak, he's got that helmet mask sort of thing. This Dread Saurian's got a similar sort of upscaled one. Croak, I never put it on Croak because I wanted him to have like a bare head.
Yeah.
But this is the standard sort of Seraphon iconography, and it's nice they've covered the Dread Saurian in it as well. Now, this has been checked by somebody. I don't know how they missed the mist slip resin cast as well as the stickiness of the resin, but thank you very much for, I suppose, glancing at it. And we've got the instructions on how to build it and what tools and glue you're going to need, because obviously this has to be built with super glue and not plastic glue. But that is the actual kit itself. I'm really excited to get it built actually and painted, and we need to get a big KR case just to fit this in because he's a monster.
Yeah, I think he might not go in a KR case. I think he's just going to be like
No.
my pride and joy on a wall.
He has to be. I mean, even if it's going to cost 35 quid for a KR case just to fit this in.
Can we have a KR case just for him?
It's going to have to be just for him.
Ah.
Look at this. Look at him next to my Primaris dude as well. Primaris are like big space marines, and this guy is still a dwarf. He's tiny.
Nom nom nom
And
nom
look at
nom.
the size of his head. Look at the size of his head. Okay, so that is
Nom
this.
nom 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 nom.
That is this unboxing. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope you've enjoyed it. Rachel's excited. I'm excited, and it's going to be a daunting task to get this done. But thanks again to Patrick Metzger.
I was going to say thanks, Patrick.
Thanks, Patrick, for sending this. Yeah, you're going to see this on the channel. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.